How do you start this off?
I mean, you've just started it.
Hi, I'm Erin.
Hello, I'm Renata Bliss, your freestyle dance teacher. And I'm here to teach you disco.
Is that why you wanted me to go first?
Yes, I've been thinking about it all week. No, I'm Shay. I'm Shealyn. I often go by Shay. Call me whatever you want. I've been called worse, probably. And this is our podcast. This is
Wise up, wise up.
Wise Up, the podcast.
But you really have to say it in a certain way. It's not just like wise up, it's wise up.
Yeah, there has to be inflection there because you need to tell someone that
And
they've
a
done
proper
something.
dirty look.
Oh yeah, the stank
Wise
eye.
up.
Like,
It's the
sure-
stank guy. It's like, what?
Wise
yeah,
up.
It's literally the same face for everyone. It's
Wise up. Or you've done something crazy and you go, oh, wise up.
Yeah. It can be used in many contexts.
Or if someone's putting themselves down, wise up.
yeah, wise
And
up.
Then you do like
You're
kind
stunning.
of, you still have to give a tiny stank eye as if to be like, I did not just
wise
hear
up.
you talk so much stupidity about yourself.
It's a phrase that can be used in many forms.
And we have used it a lot with each other.
Yeah, we're attempting to do that this year in life.
Yeah, we're trying to wise up, like physically wise up, because well, Erin, I feel like you're a bit more of an adult than me.
I mean, in terms of like places in life, yes, but I don't feel like I've wised up.
No,
like,
absolutely not.
Yes, I live with a boy.
Do you know what? I will
live
say-
with a boy in a house.
Vile.
That does not. That's about the height as
Absolutely
it
fine.
gets for me. I have not.
I have quite a heavy career.
Yeah.
I have quite a career that does take a lot of your life. It takes up a lot of your time. I work in film and TV, darling. Film and TV, long hours, on set, yapping away. No, I'm not meant to be yapping though, especially when we're filming. But I do.
Your accents are so good.
National Youth Theatre, darling.
Yeah, I know. I just hate that.
But you can please do your Ron Weasley.
But saying I can do Ron Weasley. Weasley?
Why did you say it like that?
Who's Ron Weasley?
Wait,
what,
Ron
oh my
Weasley.
god, what's his name? Ron Weasley.
Weasley.
Ron Weasley. Yes. Saying I can do him is a loose term. I can do the chess scene when he's like, when I make my move, you're free to check the king.
No! Ron, no!
There's absolutely no emotion on his face.
Yeah, Harry has no emotion. That's definitely been dubbed over.
Yeah.
He's like ventriloquist. He has not moved his face in that scene. No! Ron, no! Do you remember when I had Bell's palsy and I was pure paralysed? Okay, hello, welcome. We're finally doing it. This is our first recording of the Wise Up podcast, and we're here to talk about just a load of shite, really. To be fair,
My face is literally so greasy.
okay, I'm trying to do the podcast here. Then.
Sorry.
Yeah, can you actually talk to me, please?
Yeah, I'm just like, why is my face so oily? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do see it. Powder it, or wash yourself. We've just turned 25, and well, I turned 25 back in November. Erin turned
You're
25.
closer to 26.
Okay.
You are pretty much 30.
That's really rude, actually. That's actually quite nasty. What you've just said is actually quite nasty.
Didn't you see that video with Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner, and Kylie's going, I'm 26, you're basically 30, and Kendall's like, oh my god, that's so rude, I'm 27.
No, but I relate to her, Kendall. And Kendall and I have the same birthday. I say Kendall as if I know her.
We're
we
such good
Kendall.
friends.
You know we Kendall down the street.
We literally have joint birthday parties.
Yeah. Scorpios.
You're such a Scorpio.
So there's an actress that was on one of the jobs I was working on, and she was talking about signs, and she was like, Shay, what's your sign? And I was like, I'm Scorpio, and she was like, you're such a Scorpio.
I don't understand people like that.
It's not that I don't understand people like that, I just don't understand the star signs. Like, I read about it all the time, but it's not like I look at someone and go, Virgo.
Yeah, how do people do that? I'm like, you don't know anything about me.
But sometimes I read my horoscope and I'm like,
but
it's a bit accurate for my
see,
liking.
I do stuff like this, but then I'm going, am I just making myself think it's accurate?
Oh yeah, gaslighting, completely.
I'm gaslighting myself, like, that's totally me.
Yeah. Right, so, let's talk a wee bit more about ourselves. Where are we from, Erin?
Oh my god, I bet it's such a hard guess.
Yeah, I know we're from Ireland, we've established that. But I mean, like, our town, we're from a town called Ballymena. We grew up in this, like, people say it's a small town, but it's not. It's actually, I think it's like the second largest town in Northern Ireland.
I used to think it was small, but it's not, it's decent size, like.
Yeah. We're actually creating such an interesting podcast about the geography of Ballymena right now.
I know. Putting it on the map.
Yeah.
I tell everyone about, do you know how in Derry Girls, Liam Neeson's in one of the episodes?
Yeah.
And he brings up Ballymena.
Does he?
Yeah, because...
I didn't watch that. I haven't finished Derry Girls.
Oh my god. Well, everyone at the time, I remember, like, everyone from home was just going, oh my god, Ballymena is on the map because he mentioned it in that episode.
Do you remember when St Patrick's College, which was the school I went to, their PE jersey, our PE jersey, ended up in EastEnders?
No. How did that happen?
I don't know. Someone knew someone that worked at EastEnders and gave them their PE jersey. And everyone had all these rumours that it was Liam Neeson that orchestrated it. And I don't think it was, because why would Liam Neeson actually give a shit? But it just all of a sudden, like, people were watching EastEnders like, is that a St Patrick's Day? She was pulling pints, this wee blonde girl and had a messy bun. And she was, like, repping the uniform of how you meant to wear a PE jersey from St Patrick's College. Like, you know, on the big high top.
Yeah.
Messy buns and blonde hair.
Massive hoop earrings.
By the way, if anyone knows of Ballymena, they should know about Dougie's Goodies, because it's, like, the best, like, bakery. Wee buns.
Which has a cafe now that I still haven't been to.
Has a cafe?
Oh my god, so you know how it's moved?
No, yeah, but you know what? I don't like the new move.
It's got a full-on cafe that people can go and sit in.
No.
Yes.
Erin, I've been in there multiple times, I may say.
I swear to God, there is a cafe.
I haven't seen a cafe. It's just like downstairs bits.
Yeah, it might be upstairs.
Well, there's nothing, like, there's no signage to direct us up. I actually don't think I would ever be able to sit in there, because I would make such a fool of myself. The amount of cake I would eat in one sitting.
It's been months, years since
Seriously?
I've had Dougie's Goodies. Yeah.
Do you not get it when you come home? Like a wee
Well,
bun?
I've got so much to
Wait,
try.
did you not take your boyfriend to Dougie's? No. Erin, that is actually a travesty.
Yeah,
because,
I know.
first of all, your man would absolutely love Dougie's. He would eat that shit up. Second of all, as soon as my friends ever come to Ireland, as soon as they do that, the first place I'm taking them to is Dougie's.
We just had other things on. Like, we had to try jam bonds.
Alright, okay, yeah. But from where though? Where, which counter?
Has to be like the Spar. You know, the Spar by my house. Yeah.
Ah, but you see, the ones in the place across from your dad's are pretty decent too. The wee mini ones they do.
Oh, yeah. I don't really have the mini ones. I just love the big ones. But trying to describe it to him, and he's like, it's just like a bacon and cheese turnover, really. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, that's a different thing.
It could not be more different.
No, that's literally completely different.
Completely different.
Jambons actually have like a slight sweetness to them because of the bechamel.
The first time he tried vegetable roll.
Oh!
I got my mum to bring some over. And,
I actually
trying to explain up until we actually had it what it was, he was like, so it's just like sausage. I was like, no. It's like, and I can't even
sausage and leeks.
Yeah, considering it's called vegetable roll, there's actually no vegetables in it, really.
It's just
and then
leeks.
he tried it and he was like, yeah, like it is like its own thing. And then he tried to describe it to other people and it's like, you just can't.
No, you can't describe it.
It's
I thought you were going to say
entity.
he tried to claim it as his own. I was like, no. No, okay, no, you can't do that.
No.
Veg roll is pure class.
It is.
And do you know what? Irish sausages, you couldn't beat them with a big stick.
Yeah, but
sausages in England are shite. Every time I'm in England working, or like when I was living there, just a Cumberland sausage. Really? That's what yous are getting excited about on a hangover? Not for me.
No, I
not
can't
for
get
me.
on board with it. And what they call stew.
Why, what do you mean? What do they call stew?
I can only describe it as some sort of casserole. A stew I tried.
Oh, yeah.
There was dumplings and all sorts in it. I was like, what is this actual
I'm
monstrosity?
sure it's really tasty, though.
Yeah, but you can imagine when I get told we're having stew, what is in my mind.
Oh, God, you have to have, like... Do you remember...
So then when it's
making
something completely different, I was literally looking at the plate like... And first of all, it was on a plate. Stew goes in a bowl.
No, it's in a bowl, straight up. Right. Do you know what I remember? Do you remember wee Jack that lived across the road from us in Meadow Street? Right? So, for context, when I was younger, lived in a house in this street called Meadow Street, and then we moved out of it, and my uncle moved into it, and Erin was there. But wee Jack lived across the road from us. I remember going over to his house one day, and his mum was making stew. It was rancid. It was so rancid. And do you know what? I was like, okay. And then she put brown sauce all on top of it. And I've actually wondered, I pretended to eat bits of it. She was like, do you not like it? And I was like, I'm just really not feeling well. It was the worst 15 minutes being in that house. Like,
yeah, but I would put brown sauce and minced carrots and potatoes.
No, travesty.
Which I remember being younger and pure dreading that dinner.
I loved it, Erin.
I know you would. That for me was like, why am I being punished? Why are we having this dinner?
Aaron, everyone shits on minced carrots and onions and gravy and mash.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. That's why I had to love
your dad made the best mince and mash. I swear to God. Do you know what always reminds me of? Do you know what always reminds me of your house growing up? Is Fabs.
Oh,
your mum always had Fabs. Yeah, in
Fabs
the freezer.
Are top tier.
So good. Do you remember the babysitter that used to come around, look after us, and like put us in the bed sheet and fling us about?
There was a few, like.
I think this one was called Tony.
Yeah.
You were like pure obsessed with her. You were like, oh my God, Tony's coming over.
I know. She was like an idol.
See, I was just thinking this yesterday. Well, I always know what reminds me of your house growing up. What reminds you of my house growing up?
That's a good question. Your house just had this certain smell.
My mum's cleaning.
And I still walk into your mum's house now and I'm like, this just reminds me of like being young.
Yeah.
Because no matter what house your mum is in, it's like this exact same smell.
Yeah. It's
the same with Granny's. Like, Granny knitted me a blanket and posted it and it smelled like her house and I was like...
For the 5th time, it's their washing. I've literally said it 5 times. It's how they wash their clothes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's that smell that just takes me back.
Oh, but Granny's house is something else.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what? See, getting a wee hug from Granny or something. Like, our grandmother, right, for context, our Granny is 80 years old and she's been through some shit in her life, right? But by God, is she hilarious. Like, this woman has no filler. I was up at Larne with her today, taking her to our cousin Mauvine's pet shop. She was telling a story to this, like, man. He was sat in Uncle Morris's old stool, and she was chatting away to him, right? And she said, she was like, well, there's one time I was at this dance, and there was this man called Jimmy, and he was so tall that, he definitely wanted to go at me. And I was like, right, here we go. I had to buckle myself in for this one. And she goes, and we were at the dance, and he comes up to me, and he goes, hi, I'm Jimmy. I'm a Catholic. And Granny goes, well, I'm Bernie. I'm a prostitute. And I was like, what the fuck?
I think I know that story.
She said it about 5 times a day. But, like, our Granny can say the most heinous shit, and she does, and she regularly will. Like, you will walk into her house, and she'll immediately point out, like, 4 different things that's completely and utterly wrong about you, but she thinks she's complimenting you. Mm-hmm. Well, she doesn't do it to you. Because... you have all your hair and you're skinny, that's nice. I have alopecia and I'm chunky. And you're like, okay, thank you, Granny. You just have to say, yeah, okay, thank you. Do you remember the muffins and strawberry jam that Granny would
Do I remember them? I still have them to this day. I have Irwin's muffins in my freezer downstairs as we speak.
Wait, can you get them in England or do you bring them over?
No, my mum has to bring them over. That's why they're frozen.
Oh, I haven't had one in ages. What I did have the other day for breakfast was a mashed up egg in a cup.
Oh yeah.
So good.
But do you put a bit of tomato in it as well?
No, I don't fuck with tomato. Get the bin.
No, honestly. See, beat up egg in a cup, chop up tomatoes, loads of salt, loads of pepper.
You need loads of salt, pepper, and a good amount of butter.
I need the tomatoes.
No,
I can't be
Mum
making
does
about
that, though.
tomatoes.
Mum does that.
Dad does that.
Yeah. And
That's where I got that from.
So what is it that you do, Erin?
Well, so get this, right? I was in the pharmacy like a couple of weeks ago. No, but listen, and this, because I noticed, like, I say it this way to everyone, and then he was asking, like, what I do and stuff, like, the typical awkward questions and that.
The pharmacist.
Yeah. So it was a meal. I was in for, like, this thing, and it was a meal, and I was like...
You were in for this thing, but it was a meal.
Yeah, it was, like, a male doctor.
Right, okay.
And he was like, so what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm just an account manager. And he was like, you're just an account manager. I was like, yeah. But, like, list terms. But that's what I do.
You're an account manager for...
A critical power company.
Erin, I've still been telling people you were in events.
Girl.
I swear to God.
I left the race course nearly 2 years ago.
No, I know, but I thought you went to another company to do events and account management for events.
No.
See, I always found it so strange when you were saying you had all these cases. And I was like, what cases do you have in events?
What cases did I have? What do
You
you
were
mean?
saying about, like, how many cases a day you would do.
How
Do you
many?
remember, right, when you and your ex broke up, and you were like, I'm really focusing on harnessing this all into my work. I got 9 cases today done instead of 5.
Quotes.
I
was like, girl, I am not a
Quotes.
lawyer.
No, I don't know what it was like. I just thought like complaints or quotes. That was it. Quotes.
I'm a quoting machine.
Are you still a quote machine or are you back down to 5?
It depends. It fluctuates. I'm a busy gal with other stuff as well, so.
Right, fair enough. Your busy galness is brunching.
I don't brunch so much anymore.
Erin, you were at a brunch last week.
That wasn't brunch. That was a beauty bus and then drinks.
Oh, okay, right. So you're just on the drinking.
Yeah. I'm not brunching, I'm just drinking.
What's What's my green flag? How about we do that? Tell me about me.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know, but I sure it got deleted off my phone and off yours because we both accidentally deleted her. I deleted my WhatsApp. Do you want to know the real reason why I deleted my WhatsApp?
Oh my god, yes.
So I've been telling people it's like because it was crashing, so I deleted my WhatsApp and had to re-download it, right? You know, I was in London there, right?
Yeah.
And I'd been drinking like all day, and I was going back to my friend's house, but I was thinking, I wonder what that sneaky link is up to. Do you know the one that lied about his age and is Brazilian?
Yes. That is a blast from the past.
And I completely and utterly like blocked, deleted him off everything, so I didn't even have his number. So I was trying to find a way of how I could find his number again, and something on Google said if you delete your WhatsApp and try and re-download.
You went to desperate measures.
Erin, I messaged him on Instagram and everything. He then replied to me the next day and was like, sorry Shay, I'm out in Brazil visiting family, but I'm stuck here, I'm stranded here because of the floods. He was stuck in a natural disaster and I was trying to hit him up.
You were actually doing the most.
I was doing the most, so that's why I lost all my WhatsApp messages.
Are you not embarrassed?
Yeah, but you know what? I would have been even more embarrassed if I would have ended up at his.
Yeah.
I would have been so embarrassed. That's why.
God.
That's the real reason.
I bet it didn't even work.
No,
and
it
you
didn't.
re-downloaded it and thought, I am an
Yeah,
absolute
because
dick.
then, the next day I was like, fuck, why have I done this?
Like, where are all my chats?
Yeah, because I was like, there's so many like screenshots that I sent you, but then I find like loads of stuff still on my WhatsApp folder on my phone. So there's loads of still like photos and stuff like that, but like all the screenshots from Tinder. Maybe you'd have them in your WhatsApp photos on your iPhone.
I don't know how long ago I accidentally deleted our chat. It was a fair while, but like we wouldn't have all of the Bumble and Tinder stuff.
We all know
Tricky business.
dating these days is absolutely feral.
I hate dating.
Erin, fuck you. You were single for 3 weeks. And a guy you worked with 2 years ago was like, hey, and you were like, oh, hey, husband, let's move into a house together. No, you have seen the screenshots.
I've
you
never
have
liked dating.
Erin, I text a man on Tinder and I said, hi. And his singular response to me was, are you into pegging? And I replied, no. And he unmatched. Now, did he make it
Listen,
clear?
we respect a man who knows what he wants.
But he didn't make that clear on his profile.
Boundaries. He set those boundaries. I'm not wasting my time if she's not into what I'm into. We're here for it. It can't be wasting its time.
Fair. But right. We get it. You know what you're into. You're looking for it. You have strong boundaries. He's not wasting his time. And we respect that from someone. But Jesus Christ, if you want someone to peg you, there's other apps out there.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't like... What are the dating apps where you just want to hook up?
See, I don't know those ones. I only really know like Tinder and Bumble. But Tinder's kind of more known as a hookup app now. But I don't use it as that. I used to. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Uni was... You remember we just FaceTimed
And when
each
she
other
says I
hungover?
used to, she means 4 weeks ago.
Okay, look. Erin. Yeah.
She's in this vicious cycle of like, okay, I've deleted the dating apps now. Like, I'm fully done. I'm just focusing on myself. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, so I've just re-downloaded.
So just re-downloaded it, and I'm in love with this man that doesn't have a real job. And
Has 4 kids.
No. That's only if they're rich. Work.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've done some crazy stuff during the dating scene. Like, going
But you're
on one
allowed to
date.
tell the tale.
I have yet to be murdered. And I'm really proud of that. But now that I've turned... Right, that's the thing about turning 25. I look back into some of the situations I got myself into in university. I went on a first date with a man in a white van.
But you were also 25 when you went on holiday with someone that you barely knew.
Right. Erin. Okay, Erin. I had a separate hotel room. And I let other people know where I was. I let you know the whole time. FaceTimed you a lot when I was drunk. And I came back alive.
The white van thing is like, that's extreme.
Yeah, it was this
Also,
guy.
why is this guy driving around in a white van?
Because he had a motorcycle.
So that was in the back.
No, not at the time. There was actually...
The motorcycle would have been better than the white van.
I know.
Pick me up on that instead. Do not get me into your van.
No, but here's the thing, because it was a Tinder thing, right? And he was in... Right, so I lived in Southampton during uni, and he was living in Portsmouth because he was in the Navy. And so I was sat, and we were... I think it was like the week before Halloween or something like that. And I was sat in the bar next to the bar that we all worked in, because my friend had moved to the bar next to it, and so we were just sat keeping her company because that bar was always empty. And me and my friend Erin, we were sat in just having drinks wherever, and I was like, damn, this guy's real fit. He's asked me if I want to go like on a quick wee drive around with him, listen to some music, that sort of thing, kind of chat. And my friend Erin was like, but you're with me drinking. And I was like, if I buy you 3 pints and 2 shots, that should do you by the time I get back. And she was like, yeah, all right then, go for it. And then we were joking, like, what if he picks you up in a white van? What if he picks you up in a white van? And so I got out of the bar and I was looking up. I was texting them like, oh, guys, I'm really nervous. Like, this is really... Do you know what his nickname was?
What?
And I've yet to understand why they call him that.
Oh, you probably don't want to know.
It was, yeah, to be fair, he's a sailor, like, probably didn't want to know. And anyway, and then he was like, oh, I'm here. And I was like, lol, where are you? I can't see you. And he was like, I'm in the white van. And I was like, I literally...
walked straight back in that bar, blocked his number and been like, goodbye.
Nowhere. When have I ever done that?
Never.
I remember saying, I seen the girls, I looked back at the girls, like, through, like, the glass panes that were on there, and I just was like, oh my god. And I text them going, it's a white van, and I seen them look down at their phones and look up at me being like, no! And I was like, I'll say bye-bye, have a beautiful time, I'll see you later. And yeah.
I love that he was just so normal about the fact that he's in a white van when that is like
Why didn't he warn me?
That is like the...
I actually, my face would have been plastered on, like, BBC.
Genuinely, that is like the prime, like, kidnapping vehicle.
100%.
And he was just so nonchalant, like, I'm obviously in the white van, like, who else would I be?
I'm sorry.
As if that was so normal, like, why would I not be in a white van?
Do you remember in Meadow Street, where there was a white van that used to come round and sell sweets to all the kids.
Yeah.
And it was like the best sweets. It was always on the cheap, and it was this like weird old wee man.
Like the best little mix-ups.
Yeah, there was such a good mix-up. I look back at that and I think, why did our parents let us go towards that?
Yeah. He could have easily just shut that door and drove off.
Do you know what? I actually truly and utterly believe that I would have talked so much they would have left me back. What's your favourite mix-up sweet?
That's a very, very tough question because I take my mix-ups very seriously. Do you know what's a top-tier sweet, though? It was almost like strawberry and cream, and they were like these little red and white sweet circles. What were they? Because they were unreal.
Erin, I was thinking about those yesterday. I was thinking about them yesterday because Granny always had them.
They were so
and they were in like the wee
I feel
box.
like you just don't get them anymore.
No, I think they were literally called like strawberries and cream.
Probably.
And they were in the wee box, like cigarette box almost.
Yeah.
And Granny always had them.
They were so good.
They were, Erin, that's so freaky that you said that. I was literally thinking that yesterday when I was in the pharmacy. Right, anyway, what's my green flag?
Yes, we digressed. That you do see the good side in people. Like, there are many, many, many times you should have ran for the hills and you were like, actually, they seem okay. Whereas I'd have been like, you're literally blocked, delete it. No.
But, like, why?
You give everyone a chance and you don't judge anyone. And
yeah,
I think that's so rare to be like that.
Until, like, straight after the fact when it's too late. And I'm like,
yeah, but you've given them that chance.
Yeah.
Whereas up until then, you're, like, completely blank slate. Like, I'm going in with an open mind. Like, that's rare. Where you'll see the weird things they do and you'll be like, that's okay, though. Like, that's them. And you just don't get that.
I think that's because... I've been called weird so much by my sister growing up and our cousins. Like, do you know how much, like, they violently took the piss out of me? Like, it was actually, looking back on it, it's really funny because I was a very weird child.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that being so quick to agree.
What's my green flag?
You keep it real. Like, when you keep it real, especially, like, if I could be like, oh, this person said this or something to me. I wouldn't think it as a bad way. You would immediately be like, that's neggy. Like, you do keep it real. I don't know if that's a
good thing.
It's a good and bad thing. It's not that you're naturally distrusting. You can naturally not see the bullshit. No, you can actually see the bullshit. Whereas, I don't. I think I bullshit a lot, actually, to be fair. But you are very fiercely loyal to your friends and, like, to your family. Do you remember at Christmas and Boxing Day when you had, like, all those triple gins?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Because
Erin, when you had all those gins at one point, because I wasn't drinking that much because I wasn't feeling well, I looked at you and you had, like, our aunt's, like, drunk eye.
We need to remember I had not ate. And I cleaned the bar dry of all their crisps.
Yeah, you did. But also... it was so funny. And then you called someone a basic bitch really loudly when they were playing Shania Twain. You were like, I don't know why this basic bitch is playing this. Put on Nicki Minaj.
Who is playing Shania Twain?
Shania Twain's elite. Like, don't shit on Shania Twain. Like, come on, man. I feel like a woman.
I know, but the basic bitch song.
But sometimes it's good to be a basic bitch. Not everyone can be a hardcore bitch like you, Erin. Not everyone can be a top tier bitch, okay? Sometimes people are on their level and they're okay with that.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, you're fiercely loyal, and you're actually, I think personally you're quite funny.
Thanks. I think you're funny as well, and I think we both think we're funny.
Which is why we're doing this. But we're not. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'm not doing this to be funny. I think I'm just doing this because I want to chat to you more. And also, we've got recordings to look back on.
I know. I need to get over the initial cringe of, like, hearing my voice, though.
Erin, I dread editing this, because we're going to have to edit so much.
Yeah.
What do you think we need to do to wise up in our... like, we are in our mid-20s.
I know, and that's scary as hell.
I'm still a child.
I still feel like a child.
I celebrate when I tidy my room. Like, that's how much of a child I am.
I agree. I feel like I've done the most when I literally just clean.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm fully, like, cohabiting with a man in a house with a cat.
That's too That's too... If someone said to me today, like, let's move in together, no, you're not going to take me away from my dog.
Well, thankfully, Rhubarb came with us. She is
What would
a
you have
child.
What would you have done if he said, no, we can't have Rhubarb live with us?
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid this isn't going to work out, and it was nice knowing you.
I love that.
She is my baby.
Yeah, that's true. Mystery
Wherever I
usually
go,
be.
she goes. And I made it clear from the start, we are a package deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one would be expected to get rid of their dog, would they? No.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting rid of Rhubarb.
But Rhubarb is the most adorable cat. Like, and I'm not a big cat person, I'm more a dog person, but Rhubarb is... She is we need to upload a photo of our pets. She is a munchkin. Like, she is so adorable.
So tiny.
But next to you, she looks like an average size cat.
Yeah, but she's so small.
She's a small baby.
So it would have been boy bye.
I mean, I understand that.
He's going to listen to this back and be like, it's really good to know how much I mean to you.
Oh, do you know what? It's fine. He came into your life quickly and go out to your life quickly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what do you feel we need to do to wise up?
This is the thing, like
Like,
I
what
ask
do we
myself-
think? Do we have to do? Should we set ourselves tasks to try new things, like and update people through the podcast? Like, what do you feel we should do to wise up?
I'm trying to think of myself specifically, not reacting so much to stuff that actually does not matter. Because when I come down from the big red cloud, I'm like, I actually don't care about that, and I made it seem so bad.
That was me the last couple of days, actually, and I actually very rarely get like that. That was me the last couple of days.
Like, it just ain't that deep.
It ain't that deep.
But what are you supposed to act like at this age? I don't know.
Right, here's the thing as well. I am stuck between the rising above it and being gracious and giving people the benefit of the doubt to channeling a wee bit more of my mum and just absolutely
Not taking the bullshit.
not taking bullshit and reading people for filth in a very eloquent way.
I just don't know what are you supposed to act like at 25? What does that person look like?
Erin, my mum was pregnant with me at 25 and had my older sister.
Yeah, I know. I would have had a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old at this age and owned a house.
The fact your dad had his first mortgage at 20, actually.
And a 2-year-old, and a daughter.
Because you were about 1. I was meant to be
So
aborn.
I think Dad was 20 when he had me, because he's exactly 20 years older than me.
Oh, and your mum was
My
19.
mum's, well, she had me when she was 18, and then a couple of months later she turned 19.
Right, okay. Great. Could you imagine being me at 18 having a child? Absolutely not.
But that was back then. But what's a 25-year-old life supposed to
My
look
best
like?
friend is 25 years old and she has 2 children, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and she's like an excellent mammy. She's like project manager of the year in her household. I said to her, I was like, how do you actually keep 2 beings alive? And she's like, Shealyn, I have no idea.
My childhood best friend from primary school is a wife, a mother, a nurse.
Who is that?
I will tell you after.
We could just edit names out. Oh, I don't remember her.
Like, proper Christian family she came from.
Oh, yes.
And she is doing all this stuff, and so are many people. So many people in my school are married or parents, and I'm like, I can't keep plants alive.
No.
There's these people are doing these things that are my age, and I'm like, I literally celebrate cleaning up by ordering myself a takeaway.
I mean, yeah, what can you say about her family?
That is a good question, because where do you begin?
I don't
Just
even know
your
how to reach the
typical
top.
big Irish family.
Your typical big Irish family that love a good drink together,
Yes.
and the older women especially, love a bitching session.
Yes.
They don't think they like a bitching session, but Jesus Christ. Sit at a table listening to them, I'm like, feral.
But everyone loves
Or
a
they'll
bitching session.
say the craziest shit to you when they're drunk.
Yeah. And then they keep talking and you're just processing it like
You're just been absolutely like nailed to the floor, like
traumatized.
traumatized.
And they're like off dancing 2 seconds later, and you're like, what is going on?
Do you remember? Oh my god! Right. I think the perfect way to describe our family is. Do you remember Valencia?
Yes. The best Chinese in the world.
Oh my gosh, right, and is it Jericho or Jericho? I don't know. That's just outside of Valencia. There was this Chinese. Oh my god, right, first of all, Erin and I were day drinking down at the beach. Vodka and lemon Fanta.
Vodka and lemon Fanta, and I never drank vodka.
But you have to when you've got lemon Fanta, like, you have to. And we were paralytic. We were not... Well, you were very worse for wear. At that point, I was just maintaining, because I was drinking tequila quite a lot. And we went and we ate that chicken fried rice. Erin, I remember looking at you spinning it into your mouth. You could barely keep your eyes open. You were so in love with this chicken fried rice. You were like proper rolling your eyes, like nom-nomming on it. And then afterwards, we were walking up home and we were like just gaping about. And we tried to do the High School Musical jump. You know, at the very end in the graduation, and they all jump and freeze, and Erin tried to do it, and 1 minute she was up, and the next minute I opened my eyes, she wasn't there. She was just like on the floor,
on the ground, the hard concrete. Might I add?
You were on the concrete, and you'd really scratched your knees.
This was like the second night of the holiday, bearing in mind, and
this
I had like
before
my knees were cut up, and I thought I literally have to go through the whole holiday with cut up knees. Like, it was bad.
It was painful on you.
There was blood. It was bad.
You were pissing blood, and we got you back, and I got the tequila bottle, and I was like, here, take. I was trying to clean it, and you were like, no, it's so sore, and I was like, take a swig of this. It's for you. Just take a swig of it. Take a swig of it. So you took a swig of the tequila, and while you were focusing on the tequila being so bad, I poured it on your knees to clean it, and then that was fine. But that holiday pushed me to the limits physically.
Yeah.
The sunburn.
No, so Shealyn literally got so sunburned, I'm not even joking, on the first day, and we were sharing a room, and another cousin who was in her like single phase era.
She just got a divorce, and as soon as she's away from the kids, it is feral.
Thankfully, during that holiday, she didn't seem bad, but I think that's because we were possibly on her level.
No, Erin, no. We were sleeping downstairs. Not downstairs, we had a bunk bed. It was like a double bed at the bottom and then a single bed at top. You remember our cousin was like on the top and she was like rolling about. I thought she was going to... She was rolling about. She was like, I feel like I'm on a boat. And she was like rolling about. And we were literally lying there. Like, and first of all, I was lying there trying to stay alive because I was going through a skin graft.
No, it's not okay. Like, literally. I can't even imagine, like, a fab is probably the best way to describe what you look like. The white part and then the red part of a fab.
Erin.
And I was literally in tears, like crying with laughter, and then I was literally like inviting everyone up to the room like she was some exhibition. Like, look at how sunburned she is.
Do you remember my mum was livid? My mum was so livid, and because we were in a hot, there was like 16 of us, and everyone kept coming in, and like our cousin was taking like pictures of us, taking pictures of me. Sorry, you were actually in tears. I needed your help to get into the bath of cold water. You know, it actually scarred me, I think. Do you remember I went to the dermatologist like 2 weeks after? Because it was
impressive how sunburned she got.
Do you know what? We need to find that photo and I'll just put like an emoji over my ass crack because it was something else. I was so bad. I went to the dermatologist for like a checkup appointment, a routine appointment 2 weeks afterwards. And she's seen it and she was like, you cannot allow yourself to get sunburned like that again.
But we literally had our own private villa. Like, it was only us in there, like, private pool, garden and all sorts. So we were obviously just outside all day. Like, all day. And then we had this, like, little fire pit thing, like, literally, like, in Love Island. So when we were all drunk at night, we would be around the fire pit and, like...
talk about...
pretend that we were in Love Island.
Do you remember, right, our cousin who was going through the single phase? She was on Snapchat chatting to these boys. So this night, I think you were absolutely dead. You were dead to the world. I think this was after the trauma of your knees. This was all the one night, Erin!
Yeah, I know. There was too much. There was too much to unpack.
So this is when I was recovering from the sunburn. And we went out, and my cousin, I was like just on the phone. I think I was like FaceTiming. I was FaceTiming this pilot that I planned to go on a date. I went on a date with in Southampton. Anyway. And and our eldest cousin comes out, and our other cousin is there, and she's on the phone with her boyfriend on FaceTime, and they're just chatting away. So our cousin comes out, and she's like, "Are these photos nice to send to this guy?" They were nudes, right?
We're painting a really good picture of our family.
No, our family are incredibly professional people.
Yeah.
Really, really successful in our industries.
But let's not pretend
we're hard workers.
Everyone at one point or another in their
we're
life has not
batshit
got their
crazy.
tits out when they're drunk.
I haven't, not in front of yous. Maybe you. But not like our cousin does. Not like Christmas 2 years ago. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so she comes out, and I was like, I'd just done a photography unit in uni, so I learned all about lighting and stuff. No, you've got a pool there. Take your top. I was helping to. I was like in the pool posing with all the lights around her. It was actually quite tasteful. I will say it was quite tasteful. I was stood on like the first step in the pool taking the photos. Our other
She
cousin
had almost like a bikini bottom.
Oh, not me. Our cousin was taking photos of bikini bottom, and like her hair with like sun cream and all in it, like pure. She'd been drinking all day. We, sorry, that actually still really makes me laugh. And so I was taking photos and stuff like that. Our other cousin was on the phone with her boyfriend, and she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then she starts crying. Our other cousin starts crying because her boyfriend surprises her with a puppy on FaceTime that he's got another dog. So she's pure crying her eyes out. I take a step back because I'm trying to get another angle. I fall back. This is all at the same time. I fall back, hit my head off of the, what's it called? Like sunbathing bed, lounge.
Yeah.
Sunbathing bed. So
Lounge bed.
That is not the word. It's a sunbed.
Sunbed.
It's a sunbed. So I step back. Our cousin's crying over a puppy. I step back to get another tasteful nude, and I slip, and I hit my head off a sunbed. I properly knock myself out for like 5 seconds. I come around, and I open my eyes, and the first thing I see is our oldest cousin in the pool, literally peeing. Like, she's literally peeing into the pool because she's laughing so much. And then I turn around, and our other cousin who was crying, she's crying but also laughing, and her boyfriend has no idea what's happening, and they've just witnessed me fall back and knock myself out. And do you remember the bruise I had? Mm-hmm. That was in like 2 days. I had like the worst sunburn and a massive bruise all down my hip and all.
A lot
I had a proper
happened.
concussion.
Yeah.
That was a traumatic. Do you remember when I jumped in with my wig on and I came up and my wig was down the pool? Because I glued my wig on, and I was in the pool and on, it was fine. At this point I had no hair, but like none of our family really had seen that apart from you, my mum and my sister. So no one had really seen like the extent that my alopecia was in. And I need to try to put my laptop on, and I jump into the pool, and I come back up, and everyone's like, oh, I'm like, what? And then I look down the pool, and my wig is floating down the pool, like pure snatched. And do you remember when Mo was drunk, and I had to hang my wig up to dry in the sun, so I hung it on the edge of a sunbed, and Mo was talking away to herself, and I was like, Mo, who are you talking to? She was like, Shealyn. And she looked up, and it was me, and she was talking to my wig solidly for like 20 minutes. That was something else.
That was a funny holiday.
Well, it was something.
It was one for the books, that's for sure.
It was one that really tested the boundaries of relationships and family.
Yeah.
I think none of us came back the same person.
No.
Right, so Smash or Pass, Irish Fit Edition. Veg roll.
Smash. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Stew.
If it's smash, if it's made well, smash. Potato bread.
Pass.
What? No, it's a smash, Erin. Why do you... I've learned so much about you.
I'm passing on the potato bread.
Why?
It's just not for me.
Are you more of a fried pancake girl?
No, I like a soda bread.
See, I don't like a fried pancake. My sister really does.
Fried pancakes, I could take or leave. I don't love them. Like, I don't think they're anything to shout home about.
But if someone was to serve you potato bread, you would pass it. You'd be like, no, not touching that.
I would not have potato bread. I would be like, hold the potato bread, please. And I would have a buttery soda.
Oh, I had the best soda. See, the other week, when me and my friend Shan were day drinking in Belfast, we got back. I made myself sausages, fried egg, and toasted soda, really buttery soda. Oof. It really hit the spot.
But it has to be really buttery.
Yeah, like proper salted butter.
It's got to be really buttery.
Like dripping. I'm dripping.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dripping.
So, I'd say soda bread is a smash. You agree?
Yes. What else is there? Tomato, cheese and onion.
Smash.
But then think about all the other potatoes. Are you tomato, salt and vinegar?
I don't mind a salt and vinegar, but I wouldn't reach for it. Although
see, I love
today, I did absolutely polish off a big share bag of Tito pickled onion.
Pass.
No.
Pass.
So
no.
good.
Pass. That's vile.
Unreal. We had a packet the other night, and he was literally, that's the first time he tried them, and he was like,
First time I tried Tito.
Tito cheese and onion. No, not Tito cheese and onion, Tito pickled onion.
Right, but
And
he
he
tried
was
other
like,
Tito.
This is, yeah, he has. This is literally going to hurt my throat. I was like, what are you on about? And I finished a whole second pack of my own today.
Oh, pure burns the tongue off you.
No.
Off you, as we would say.
Jambons.
Oh, smash. Okay, what else would there be? Vita.
I'm not a Vita gal.
I actually wouldn't think of it, but see if it's there. I really enjoy it. I remember going through a stage, because my sister went through a stage of absolutely loving it.
Suki.
Oh! Smash.
Smash, but it has to be orange.
I'm a strawberry gal. Strawberry or purple.
No, I think a good
I like them all.
original orange Suki.
I love them all. I had 2 Suki today, actually.
Oh my god. Obviously you don't get Deal Farm over here.
They are elite.
Yeah, which means you don't get all the ice lollies. Pear, pickin', porky.
Pear pick and porky. Oh,
The
my
best
Lord.
ice lolly in the world. Polly pineapple, yeah, they're great. The crocodile one, but nothing compares to a pear, pick and porky.
Oh god, what's the crocodile one called? It's like Pop Chalk.
That's it.
That's my mum's favourite.
I wouldn't go for one of those.
No, I wouldn't either, but that's my mum's favourite.
Pear, pick and porky all day long.
You know, there's a great shot that you can do called a Pop Chalk, and it's literally it's like a baby Guinness, but it's not. So it's like creme de menthe, and then baby Guinness on top, or a chocolate baby Guinness, or chocolate no baby Guinness, chocolate Baileys.
For me.
It's actually quite nice. One of the first shots I did. No, the first shot I ever did was a jammy donut.
Oof.
A Joker. I'm not a fan of a Joker ice lolly.
No, I wouldn't reach for a Joker.
Do you remember the smoothie shop in the Fairhill that was there at one point? It was called Zest. Granny used to always just take us to get like milkshakes and stuff.
I thought you were going to say Shaking Me. That was in like the middle.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Tower Centre.
Yeah.
Our cousin worked in Shaking Me.
Yeah.
That's right.
I loved a Shaking Me.
Shaking Me was
loved
class.
a bubblegum milkshake.
Yeah, I'm more of a chocolate gal.
Oh.
Or like a cookies and cream.
A bubblegum milkshake was so good from there.
I'm now actually quite a strawberry milkshake gal.
Do you remember Eason's as well? But Eason's was pure dear.
It was so dear. I remember always like going in and mum be like, we're not getting anything from Eason's from a new school year, but it was always class.
Yeah, it was good in there, but so expensive.
It was so expensive. We used to, if we were in town, we'd always like take a wee look round. And yeah, Eason's was such a shout. Okay.
But you don't get like semi-chem over here either.
What?
No semi-chem.
I say that as if I haven't been in England. But
We have
fair enough.
savers.
Yes.
Not semi-chem. Semi-chem is pretty much another variant of savers, but
Yeah.
it's just...
It's
I'd
like
go into semi-chem before I go to savers. I think.
Savers always reminds me of Granny. 15s.
Smash!
But I'm not a fan of the cherries.
Yeah, I could take it without the cherries. I could also take it without the coconut. And
No.
just have ice and sugar.
No, need the coconut in it. Pure class. 15s, right? It's an Irish Trebec. And it's like mashed up digestives mixed in with condensed milk, like sweetened condensed milk, and mini marshmallows, maraschino cherries, and then it's like rolled into a log, and then fridged, and then rolled into coconut, and then sliced up. I don't think you even get it down south. I think it's just a Northern Irish thing. It is so class. Like every time, it just slaps. Champ.
Smash.
Wheaten bread.
Pass.
Sometimes I do like a wheaten bread, but I wouldn't choose it over other bread.
Like, my family will have it with stew, and I'm like, no, give me a bit of, like, white bread and butter.
No, you have to do it like our granda did it. Granda would he would have stew, and then he would put really buttery white bread, like Brennan's bread. Brennan's bread. Today's bread. Today. Not sponsored. I wish. Could you imagine Brennan's bread sponsored us someday? I love Brennan's bread. See a Brennan's bread Tito crisp sandwich. Hunky Dories!
Smash!
Hunky Dories.
Oh my god. I always forget about Hunky Dories, and then I got into them, like, a year ago when I was back home, and I was like, whoa.
The cheese and onion Hunky Dories. Are you a buffalo gal?
I'm a sour cream and chive gal.
No, absolutely not.
But I do
like
love
that.
the buffalo ones, but I get sick of the buffalo ones too quick. I
don't
go
like
for
the
a sour
buffalo.
cream and chive.
See, my sister loves the buffalo ones, and Mum used to send. I love the cheese and onion ones. They're my favourite, and they do like a decent salt and vinegar. But I adore the cheese and onion, and my mum used to always send over packs, like, you know, like Unicare packages, and would send over big things of Tito and Hunky Dories. And my friends just always love when she would send over the Hunky Dories one, because I don't like the buffalo, and they loved the buffalo, so I would just give them out. Hunky Dories, you know, they're only Northern Irish crisp. You can't get them down south.
Wow.
That was like Northern Irish own brand.
What about Pinjana?
Pinjana tea.
Yeah.
That's not specific. See, I'm not a big tea drinker.
Pinjana, it has to be Pinjana. My mum brings me, like, bulk packs of Pinjana.
You can get Pinjana in England.
You can.
I swear to God, you're lying.
You can. Do you not think I've tried for the last 7 years I've lived here?
Oh my God, Erin. Right, can I talk about you and tea for a second? See, I remember staying over your house and you had a Barbie cup. And you would get your tea in that. And it would be so milky. But you would drink it. Erin, the way you used to drink your tea would fucking send me over the edge. I actually would be there at like supper time being like... And you would be like this. You would be like...
fun fact, literally have been drinking tea since I drank out of bottles.
Yeah, you used to have tea in your bottles.
My aunt on my mum's side got me into tea, and I used to make them put tea in my bottle, and I had tea in a bottle.
I actually remember that. Do you remember your blankie?
Yeah, that's in 3 pieces still at my mum's house. I want to get Granny to, like, knit it up for me again, like, put it together.
Don't ask Granny to knit you anything, because I had to listen to her today.
But, like, I don't think I could give that to my children.
No, I can't give my teddy bear to my kids if I have kids.
But more so because it's like, it is in a state.
Yours is actually, your blankie, what's left of it is a hazard. It is a health and safety hazard. Erin was a chronic thumb sucker.
That's why my teeth are huge.
No, your teeth were huge, going to be huge anyway, mate. That's predetermined that they're in your skull. So it's genetic.
I'm convinced it's because of my sucking thumb.
No, Erin, you're lucky you didn't end up with, like, buck teeth.
Yeah, my face grew, thankfully.
Because I was, right, when I got braces, they had to do, like, a scan of my teeth. I was born without 8 teeth. There was 8 teeth that just weren't in my skull. But no, your teeth are predetermined. You just were going to have pure massive teeth anyway. Pinjana tea. Right, can you get Pinjana tea in England?
You can.
There's a Reddit thing going, finding Thompson's Pinjana tea in England.
Yeah, they do a Thompson's variant. Because it's from the same company, but I'm not convinced it's the same.
Oh, no, they say, sorry, there's someone on Reddit saying, sorry, that's actually so funny. So it said, my mother-in-law gets it at Morrison's, and I always pronounce it. Sorry, it's so funny to me. I always pronounce it as...
What are you saying?
Punani tea. Punani tea.
Punani.
Drink punani tea. Oh, that's really tickled me. Imagine. But you know, for here, do you remember like when like our aunts and my mommy and all would go to Finger-yer-hola? Is it called Finger-yer-hola in Portugal?
Finger-roller.
No.
It's not Finger-roller.
No, it gets so much worse.
Finola.
No, that's a name.
Fuengirola.
It was like, oh god, right, I'm gonna have to actually ask Auntie Anne. Anne.
What's the crack?
Not a lot. Erin and I are recording a podcast at the moment, and do you remember the place in Portugal that was like Fuengirola?
No, that's not Portugal, darling. That's Spain.
Oh, sorry.
Finger-yer-hola.
What's it called?
Finger-yer-hola.
What is the actual name of it?
Fungarola.
Fuengirola. Erin, you were right.
said that.
Erin was right.
That's
She
Spain.
right, but you've always called it Finger-yer-hola.
That's it.
So, right. Thank you very much. Gonna hang up now.
All right, tell Erin I love her too. Bye.
And Anne says she loves you too. Bye.
Love ya.
Bye.
Erin says she loves you. So yeah, they would go to Fuengirola, but see for years. So like you say, like right, this person was saying punani tea. You would say that all the time as a joke, but you wouldn't realize your kids are hearing it, and the kids would be like, "Oh, can I have some punani tea?"
Yeah.
I was a teenager, and my mum and I was going to Fuengirola, but they always called it Finger-yer-hola. So you and my mum's always on holiday. I was in school and they were like, "Oh, where?" Like my teacher was like, "Where's your mum?" And I was like, "She's in Finger-yer-hola."
Teacher's like, is
My
this
teacher's like, "Sorry, what?" And I was like, "Finger-yer-hola," you know. And well, I thought it was Portugal, but it's obviously Spain. But
It sounds like it would be in Portugal.
Would you know enough about Spanish and Portuguese to know what sounds?
Definitely not, but I think Fungarola sounds like Portugal.
Do you remember the dances we used to make up?
Yeah. And the songs, we clean our room like, tidy up, we got it tidy up.
I forgot about the clean up songs. We
Literally to like get us through it, and we thought we ate with that.
We did though.
We did eat it, actually. Yeah.
And then we would be actually really, we would get so distracted by making up the song.
We'd be like, okay, this is the dance moves, while like pure.
But you're singing verse 1, we both sing the chorus, and I sing verse 2.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember, in order to let your dad allow me to sleep over, because I was so allergic to cats that every time I would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, not being able to breathe, panic, and being like, "I want my mommy," and John would be like, "For fuck's sake," right? And he would leave me home to my mum. And the dances we would make up to try and convince him. Or like we would make up reasons. "This is the reason why you should allow me to stay over, John." I'm like, "No, you have to ask because they won't say no to you."
Yeah, whoever's house it was, the other person always had to ask the parent, because it's like they'll say yes to you, they won't say yes to me.
Yeah.
And then you'd be listening on the stairs like, there we go.
Sitting on your stairs listening to you ask your dad. Like Scrubs would be on in the background. It'd be like 7 p.m. My mum's about to pick us up, so we had to make sure that we had enough time so that your dad could call my mum to tell her to bring my jammies and my tablets.
The measures we went to. Oh, Rhubarb's just done like the smelliest poop ever.
Work.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl. Go poop, girl. XOXO.
She actually does stink, like, considering she's such a tiny cat. Anyway, stick along with us for more antics, and going forward we'll have loads more topics to discuss and themes to explore in our attempt to wise up. And maybe some of you can do that along the road with us.
Yeah.
Please send us in any suggestions or questions you have. If you've got any dilemmas you're facing now, if you're in the scary stages of adulthood, get in contact with us, because we're going through the exact same thing. Our Instagram is wiseuppodcast_, or you can email us at wiseuppodcast@outlook.com.
Okay. Slam.
Bye.